why I put lids on our glue every time.
It doesn't just pour out of there, Nicholas.
It could.
Yeah.
Woo. We're here, we did it.
Hello, welcome.
So, there's not a ton to talk about, but we will go over what's going on.
Yes.
And actually there's quite a bit happening.
There's nothing to talk about. Actually, everything's happening.
Everything.
Okay, sounds
See
good.
you later.
Bye. So I'll leave.
We did a quick photo session yesterday. Yesterday?
No,
Tuesday.
the day before that.
Tuesday.
What date? Today's Thursday.
Wow.
So,
Tuesday.
yeah, Tuesday.
So, I look forward to that. I put a sneak peek image on the, what do they call that? Broadcast.
No.
And then there's from that, which was fun. It was like 90 degrees, so
It was quite warm,
pretty hot.
which is one of the cooler days of this week.
Yeah, for us. We're sitting about 8 weeks for lead times now. We kind of dropped down half a week, and I kind of anticipate that next week we'll probably get to 7 to 8 weeks. So we're slowly making progress.
Mm-hmm.
We had a batch of some bags that were faster, so that was helpful.
Yeah. And yeah. It's true.
It's true.
It's true. We only got 2 ticks on our...
Yeah, well, when you're in the long grass, that's what happens.
It is, unfortunately.
On the site, there's a pre-order page, and we have 6 or 7 products up now. Oh, I'm not even on.
Wait, what?
Not even.
Oh.
I updated the pre-order page, unbeknownst to you.
Oh.
So we have,
That's right.
I think everything in bridal except for the mini Shelby, if I'm correct. And then we're going to be working on the milled version of cerulean and then the milled version of English tan product pages, because those are coming up too.
Mm-hmm.
So if you are interested in being one of the people that is going to get those bags, they're limited to 10 each. You can sign up to be notified by each product page if you want. Just real quick, the Boda bag will be in every standard color and cerulean.
Right.
And then after that, the rest of the bags will be cerulean pre-order.
Right.
So we like to make it confusing, so you're
we
welcome.
don't try, but it does seem to just happen.
It ends up being that way.
Yeah. Sorry, I need this angle.
Someone over here is just trying to work.
I'm sorry.
Actually, you know what? Let me do. So on the product page for the Boda bag, we have the strap length, which is important. And I also have dimensions. And I want to mention that they were measured by the longest part of each bag. And it says that on the site.
Oh yeah, it is kind of confusing.
But it's like things taper. It's an odd shape.
Yeah, it's hard to kind of.
So I just want to make sure we understand that. So like across, it's like 10. And at the tallest point, it's...
Like 14.
No. I'm going from here.
Oh, I see.
So it's like almost 10 and a half, 11. And then it's like 4 inches at the widest. And then it tapers pretty significantly that way. But it's basically to 3 inches.
Yeah.
So.
Yep. And this is the shortest length, by the way,
Yes.
that the handle gets. We just happened to adjust it to that so he could get that measurement. So it also includes the longest and shortest that strap can be. So that's the shortest right
Because I thought it would be really confusing to have that's like 4.5. Like to have, it's hard to kind of get the dimensions across.
Yeah. Hopefully we can do, once we get all those bag prototypes done, we can do like a bag tour.
Yeah.
And show you guys what fits in there. I feel like that would be super helpful.
So again, the dimensions on the site are from the longest to the longest, not including the strap. And then we have the total strap length it can get to, and then the shortest, which is this, which I believe it's like 20 to 50, roughly.
Yeah, 20 to 50 inches.
The numbers on there are correct because we measured.
Yeah.
So yeah. So this one launches 7/1.
Yes, July 1st. July 1st, guys. Very soon. Which is scary. And we have to order the hardware today.
I know. We say that every day.
I said it, and I'm waiting for you to be like, okay, let's do that.
Okay, let's do that.
Okay, you want to do it in the middle of a live?
Sure. So yeah, that's the Boda bag. There's images up there now, and there's the waitlist notification. So if that's what you're interested in, cool. It's there. It was really, the images we got from the photo shoot on Tuesday came out pretty nice.
Yes, they did.
I'm excited.
They were really
I feel
cool.
like somehow we're getting better. So the place we normally go was closed
Yeah, I was
on
gonna
Tuesdays
say.
for some reason. Because it's only closed on Tuesdays.
So we found
Another preserve in the
yeah.
area, which, to be honest, I had low expectations for. And if I had looked at that space maybe a year or two ago, I don't know if we would have gotten anything really great out of it. So it feels good to be able to go out, and even like the direct sunlight
Yeah.
was hard, but I feel like we're getting more versatile.
We went at a
in our
time of
photo.
day that was not ideal, but it was not
in
our
any way.
not our goal that day. Just what happened.
But yeah, we got some really nice images. There's one that's really cool. Leanne was laying like in the long grass.
Hence
and
how I
there's-
got a tick.
And that's how you got a tick. And there's some really cool shadowing happening on the bag.
Yeah, it looks cool.
You like my hand movements? But yeah, that was nice. And then I immediately have to edit everything when I come home, or I won't do it.
This is the last bit I'm cutting.
This is Greta. It's just recently finished bag.
Yeah, they're going out the door soon.
But I am looking forward to the other bags. We have a Charlotte we're going to do probably next for photos.
Oh, I was like, what? Oh, yeah.
And
Charlotte?
probably then the Boda, because that's coming up.
Yes.
We'll do like an official photo session. See if I missed anything. Hello, hello, good morning. Man. Sorry. Sitting here yabbering, jabbering. If I missed your hello, I'm sorry. What was your question? You can start your questions now if you'd like, 'cause
It's question time.
I'm not going up there. But yeah, Greta. And what are you working on now?
A bunch of mini Chloes and a bunch of colors.
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
And this is not quite complete because I need a strap, but
Yep.
there's burgundy. This is fall.
The
It's gonna
Greta and Burgundy.
be for
For
fall.
fall. It's real pretty.
It is really nice. Whoa.
And just as like a color reference again, this is sienna. As you can see, this difference between
Well, we used to
sienna
carry what's coming
and
up.
burgundy. Yeah,
Yeah, the Greta and this burgundy is really nice.
it's really pretty. Yeah.
You kind of just want to hug it. I don't know why.
Okay,
Pet it a little.
that's what you gotta do. Oh, wait, I should cut this.
It's tough. We're trying to squeeze like bags in everywhere because we have
Yeah.
cerulean burgundy and some milled that are new. So it's been kind of tough to batch it out.
Where'd that strip go? That is under here. Got it.
Loving the burgundy for fall. Yeah, it's gonna be
Yeah,
perfect.
I think it's
so good.
gonna be really good.
We're super excited. It'll be. I keep saying this, but I'm so excited to have like our actual color, all the colorways like for by the end of fall.
Yeah.
Feel more complete. I'll feel at peace with our colors. Do you have Bowery to sit next to a Greta?
Yeah. A mini Bowery or a big Bowery?
Mini
is
or
the
large
question.
Bowery?
Yeah, because we actually do have both.
One's not available as a purchase.
What?
Mini, okay.
You can grab the burgundy. So wait, what did they say?
Do you have a mini Bowery next to the Greta?
So just grab that burgundy Greta and the
Burgundy.
Burgundy. Yeah, that'll be an easier comparison.
Ba-ba, ba-ba.
So size-wise,
They
like,
look similar.
they look very similar,
But
but this way, obviously, you get a lot more room at the bottom. I would say they probably fit a similar amount of stuff.
yeah,
Maybe you could fit something
a
bit.
little tiny. I would say a little bit less than this.
Milled burgundy. Yes, we will be doing a milled burgundy.
Hopefully that helps you figure it out.
Yeah. So even if you take hold on, stop moving. So you can see they're very similar sizes. It's just that the gussets are different.
Mm-hmm.
You can obviously fit a lot more because it's kind of wide at the bottom, but then it does taper to the top. So whereas this is really straight up and down. So yeah.
And then obviously there's no pockets inside this one. There's
Right,
pocket
there is a zipper
and an
pocket.
exterior pocket. Top handle difference, obviously.
Right. But both come with crossbody straps. Just
Yeah. This is just the body. This is just the body.
Where'd my thing go?
Ba-ba. Oh, you answered that. We'll be doing more milled burgundy. So yeah, so for milled, July 1st, English tan and milled is coming out. We're just kind of rounding out the colorways with that. And burgundy will launch with bridal
You mean
in
milled?
fall.
No.
Burgundy milled will launch with bridal milled in fall.
Yes.
Okay.
I believe that makes sense.
So that's the plan. Sorry, I'm confusing you and confusing myself.
I've had a little bit of a rough morning.
That's all right.
It's okay.
Yes. So that's all the info I think we had in 12 minutes. So if you have any questions you want to get out there,
Yep.
we're all ears. Otherwise, we'll end early. Trying to think if there's anything else. We're just kind of in a transitional period right now.
Yeah, I mean, we're just trying to get the rest of the orders. We've got all the orders from May out, or no? We're about to finish those.
Almost.
Just about.
That's I think this is the last batch for May.
Okay. And then we're going to be moving on to
Yeah, because you did the olive Greta.
June. Right. And then we'll be doing as much cerulean and as many Boda bags as we can.
Humanly possible.
Yes. In all the colors.
Great information. Oh, hello. You changed your profile pic. How often do you do new photo shoots? So one of our plans was to do more.
Yes.
So
That will be happening.
another part of that plan was to have one of each colorway in each design so that we can more spontaneously take pictures. We really like natural type areas, so it's kind of easy.
Yeah, we don't tend to do indoor photo shoots much.
And by easy, I mean not really, but it helps with seasonality, in my opinion. So, and it gets a little bit tough as far as early spring, getting something that feels like spring.
Yeah. So we tend
end
to go
of
to
summer, you have to try to get
greenhouses.
something that's fall. So we are on a little bit less of a lead time than a regular standard fashion industry people who are ahead of it by a year.
But that also means that we can be more nimble.
Nimble and flexible. And I think we kind of like keeping it fresh this way. But I think ideally, I would love to do one a month.
Yeah.
That would be my ideal.
Yeah,
Because
I
think
agree.
that's enough to keep it fresh. Maybe 10 a year, 10 to 12 would probably make sense. Unless, of course, we have the new stuff takes priority, new designs or new colors. So maybe it is 12, and 2 of those are new things. But yeah, that's one of our goals because we notice whenever we do photo shoots, people like the images.
Whatever,
right?
yeah, whatever
So,
bag is
whatever-
featured in the photo shoots will tend to sell a lot more of them, which makes perfect sense because that's how marketing works. So we thought, well, if we had every bag in every color available, one of each, then we would have the opportunity to photograph them at any point in time.
Then we can see what you really like, not just what you see.
True. And it would just give us the opportunity, especially doing lives like this, because like our end goal is to be able to have the bags actually behind us. So that way when we're doing our live, we can, when we're talking about a specific bag, grab that bag, show it to you guys, compare it to another bag, try it on, do all of the things. Stop it, voguing over here.
Showing the bags.
Do all those sorts of things to just kind of make this more interesting and be able to really talk about, you know, the bags themselves a lot easier.
How do you like the new order setup? So, I don't like it, if I'm being honest. I think it does a couple things for us the way we used to have it. So the wait list, like obviously we would get all our orders in that week. I think it just allows us to prepare in a different way, even if it's just mentally. Like, it kind of allowed me to look away from sales and plan differently.
That makes sense.
Instead of having to look at it every day to see,
Yeah.
do I need to add that to this batch? Do I need to like cut this out?
Yeah.
So it's not. We'll see. It might end up being better. It might end up being worse. It might be. I might be indifferent. But as of now, I really did like waitlisting.
Yeah.
But we did want to try this because we got a lot of feedback about it from our customers.
Yeah. So my feelings, I agree with Nick, is like I personally don't like it, but I do think we need to give it a fair shot.
Yeah. And we will.
And we will. So because right now, like summertime is not our busiest time, like spring and fall tend to be. So it's not really giving it a fair shot at all, honestly, to like look at exactly how it is right this moment. It's been what, one month, not even?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just thinking of it from a logistics standpoint.
Well, yeah, and same goes for me. Like logistically, I loved getting all the orders at once, getting to look at them and sort it all out. And then for me mentally, once like those, you know, I knew exactly what needed to get done that month. So that was done. I did my job. So I kind of felt like a sense of accomplishment. The rolling ability with the new system is just kind of like leaving it that I always have stuff that needs to get done.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously you always do. That's just how life is. But it just mentally felt a little bit better to be like, I did it.
It really doesn't. It's funny. It doesn't really change that much for us as far as what we do, like as far as production.
Yeah, it's just we need to be on top of it a little bit more, and it doesn't necessarily feel like we finished. And I think that part is really the difficult part for us. But it actually doesn't change that much for us. I think we just need to see, like, does it actually work for you guys? Like, are you actually, I mean, to be perfectly frank, like, does it bring in more sales to be open? To be perfectly Leanne, does it actually bring in more sales for us to be open all the time? Because it was the reason we decided to do it was because you guys were saying you kept missing order week.
Yeah.
So if we're now open all the time and you guys are not missing order week, does that actually bring us more sales? Or is it like, well, the person that missed order week is probably just not going to order anyway?
Gonna keep missing it.
Right. So I think that's kind of where I'm at and like where I want to figure out.
Yeah, it's an unknown. I think some things work counterintuitively, and we found that out before with order weeks, because before we didn't expect it to be successful the way it was, and it was.
It was, yeah.
And then with that came, you know, other questions that popped up. So we're just trying to solve it in a different way. And like I said, it's all an experiment. So if it turns out that it's not working for us on the back end as far as getting the batches out the right way.
And it's not necessarily bringing in any more orders.
Because right now it seems like it's going to make us take just a little bit longer, which is not ideal. Because if something pops up like today and I have that there's like a batch waiting to be made, I have to like try to quickly get that in, or you're gonna have to wait until
or more like worst case scenario, I'm already working on a batch of mini Chloe's and then someone orders a mini Chloe.
Yeah.
That's the scenario we were
or we
trying
ship them
to
out
avoid.
and
Yeah.
they're waiting the longest possible time, which is not the goal.
Right. That's really worst case
Will the
scenario.
larger Chloe come in milled burgundy? Yes.
Yes,
So,
it will. Absolutely.
Yeah. So
I have it in milled red. I can show you,
I'll
but
show
it'll come in the milled burgundy as well.
So here is, don't look at the color, but
yeah.
there's a milled Chloe.
Yep, and that will come in burgundy in the fall when we drop burgundy.
It's a one triangle.
It's very comfortable to wear.
Yeah,
I can tell you that much.
It's such a good bag.
It is a really good bag.
I feel like this is like our answer to a slouchy boho bag, like as far as size goes. But it's obviously not slouchy.
Too. Yeah.
But
I did want to show you guys this really quick too.
how much will the boho cost? So we don't usually announce ahead of time, but it's going to be in line with the Greta and the Phoebe, which is
are $390. Yeah.
So this is going to kind of round that line out.
So this is the Boda
Good
bag
question.
with this strap at its absolute shortest length. You take that.
Oh, thank you.
And you can see it's like very similar as far as like where it will hit with that and this.
Oh.
So it makes it really great if you're like a very much a shoulder bag person, which I am. Like having it like this is really great. But you can also make it 50 inches long instead of 20 inches. So, and it becomes a crossbody that way.
You didn't ask for this, but you're getting it. You can't even see it.
But you're getting it.
Well, it's a lined leather bag. Let's see. This is the hardest part. If someone could figure out how to get photos.
Of
Yeah,
the
you can't really
inside.
see a whole lot in there. Well,
It's just fully lined in leather
it's lined.
with the same exact leather.
Then you have the back pocket. Just like that. Hello from France. Hi.
Oh, hello.
Hello. Hello. Change is always hard to adjust. I understand. Yeah, I think, you know, we don't want to be like hasty in making decisions. We want to make the right decisions, obviously.
Yeah.
And sometimes you don't know that until you make a mistake. If this turns into a mistake, we'll adjust. It's fine. It's just, I think, without the information and like some time, we just have to let time pass, right, to figure it out. It's like a waiting game a little bit.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we could find out in July or August that it gets wild. Who knows?
It's
but,
totally possible.
Right now, we definitely appreciated the structure that waitlisting or the order weeks allowed for us to do. Batman and Lois Lane.
What?
Haven't gotten that one before.
Batman.
Great, I'm waiting for that one. Thanks. Yeah, the burgundy it's gonna be good.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful bag inside too. Hello from Cyprus.
Ooh.
Hey, we got that finally. So yeah. Trying to think if there's anything else that has popped up recently. Just to be extra transparent, since the cerulean is a custom color to us, the color will vary very slightly based on the batch because it's just impossible to have it be exact. But it honestly shouldn't be noticeable.
Yeah,
we'll probably notice it because we're used to working with it. But I think that's just something to know, and I think that's normal.
Yeah. It's not that noticeable.
What else? You're like,
What?
yeah, a lot of exciting things. Oh. When you started, did you have a clear plan of the bags you wanted to make, or did you dial it in as you went? That's a great question.
That's a good question.
So the initial launch of the company, you had what, at least 4 designs, right?
Yeah, I'd say about 4, maybe 5 designs.
So there was, like, the general ideas were there, like structure, veg tan leather, brass hardware,
the colors,
and like the idea of shape was an important factor.
Yeah,
in structure. And I know that sounds probably like not like mind-blowing to say out loud, but those were like the ideas we had in the beginning, and that's what's carrying, that just carries through
And
still.
I feel like with that, so we probably started with, I think we had at least 2 crossbody bags that were like small to medium sized.
Yeah.
We had at least 1 shoulder
Market
bag. No, it was we had 2 shoulder bags. We had the Margot and the Stella. So that was 4. I think we started with those 4.
And we started out very much as like a round bag company, I would say, which sounds funny.
I don't think that was necessarily my intention.
Wasn't the intention,
but like I wanted
Margot,
to play
Stella,
with
Phoebe were all circles,
and then Greta was
that was
more
something that was
off
different enough in the marketplace to get some attention
at that time. Yeah.
Right now it's kind of squarey.
Well, it's
But it's, you know,
it's
things flow
structure,
in
just
trends,
general.
So.
But so we started with those plus a bunch of like small leather items that people kind of always start with, like card holders and whatever else. And then from there, it was kind of like, okay, we did these and they've had like some success. And then it was like, well, I want to add to the collection. What's missing was kind of the conversation. So we pulled in, we started using the milled leather at that point, and I did the Veda bag, which
way back when.
Kind of more boho-y.
The Molly tote, was
we
that
did
first?
The tote.
Or was the Veda bag first?
I think the Veda bag was.
Okay.
But we tried to have basically some softer stuff in there.
Yeah.
And those, had success as well. And then it was, okay, well, we don't have a handbag, and that was when I did the Bowery.
Not even on.
Sorry. So yeah, and that's kind of how it always goes, right? Now it's like we have a pretty decent lineup, and so it's like, well, I want to design something new, and I think like this would be good, or we're kind of like missing this. So now it's more of like a take this out and put this in.
Or can we do this better, or is this idea a better version of that?
Yeah.
Is this going to cannibalize
but
that?
It's now it's become like an editing process where I'm like, being like, okay, well, this one isn't doing quite as well, or it's, been part of the collection for a long time and it's kind of fading, and so I'm going to put this in its place. So it really is always an editing process, and just kind of making sure that the collection is still saying the same thing, but it's like evolving.
Yeah. That's one of the reasons we take things away and add new things.
Yeah, because we always, it's also too, like, as a maker, I am always, learning, new techniques and new skills and I'm always trying to improve on those things. So even just that alone, bringing that to each new design is...
I feel like it goes through jumps. So like,
it does.
Me, like the initial collection was what it was, and then when the mini Bowery was made, that was like a jump in design, and then everything pushed towards that, and then I feel like the Bauhaus collection was like another jump in a different direction, because that incorporated zippers in a different way.
Yep.
And then after that, I feel like the mini Chloe is
kind
of pushing it again.
Yep.
So you always got to kind of be moving.
And
but you don't want to take away from things that are working too, right?
Yeah. And like the Shelby, it's actually the Shelby brought on the Chloes. So the Shelby to me incorporated the zippers from the Bauhaus, but then the gusset was new, and then taking that, adding that to doing the Chloes with that type of a gusset on its side, and now with the Boda bag, same idea, but now we're flipping it a different direction.
And the Ingrid brought on the Shelby because of the leather weaving.
Yeah.
It's all very interesting, like tying it together, because I think we talked about this the other day. Some things we couldn't have done without obviously doing the other thing first.
Right.
I can't remember what it was, but it was kind of convoluted. But had we never done like this thing, we wouldn't have ever been where we are now. So.
Yeah.
Sometimes it feels like you're not moving in a direction, but like those are the times when you're probably plateauing to get ready to kind of
do
go further.
Else, yeah.
creatively. Those are a bunch of answers to questions you didn't ask.
Sounds right.
Hello from Brazil. Hello.
Oh, awesome.
We have 30 minutes. Final questions, and we're done.
Yes.
Cerulean Rhoda bag starts 7/1. Everything goes for a week. There's 10 designs available per slot. So Boda starts it, and then after that, I believe is Mini Bowery, then Bowery. It's listed on each product page.
And you can go on the website and start to see those things.
And you can start to see those things and sign up for those if you want to be notified when they pop up. Yeah, and this is the first time we've done a summer launch of anything.
Yeah.
So usually we're just kind of plugging away. But there's been so much transition in our business this year that, with colors specifically, that here we are. You can't launch the cerulean in fall. It doesn't make any sense.
No, it didn't. Even though it'll still look really good with fall colors.
Hello, hello. Okay.
Plus, we know that we have other fall bags that we're going to be launching, so.
Yeah, that one's been around for like a year.
Which one?
That's what it feels like.
Oh.
The one we haven't named yet.
Yeah, we do need to name it.
Nothing's
And I need to make
out.
at least the small friend.
Yeah. I think that's gonna be a nice bag. It's like gonna be an even classier, like mini Chloe.
Yeah.
Size wise.
Agreed.
All right. Thank you all for your questions. We'll see you in 7 days.
And we'll probably have more cerulean bags done that we can show you.
We better.
I mean, I'm working on one currently.
I want the Boda bag to be done by then.
Well, then as soon as we turn this off, we're ordering hardware.
Fine.
Okay.
Deal.
You heard it here first.
Hello from Iran. I produce bags.
Cool.
Oops, you don't turn it off there. We'll see you guys next week.
Bye, guys.